how can we, within our own communities, in our own daily lives, whether it's on Facebook or in our community, help heal the country?
I mean, you mentioned Facebook. I think a good piece of advice is to get the conversations off the internet and have it be a more face-to-face type of interaction, because people can type away and a lot of things get lost in translation in terms of the, you imagine people are saying everything on the internet is being said in like an angry tone of voice.
Right.
People sometimes are just trying to express their opinion or just certain facts wherever they may get those. You could listen to them and you could still think they're wrong, but I think it's important just to be patient with people,
Right.
because more times than not, people will be patient with you. It's kind of like treat people the way you want to be treated.
Just listen to each other, have an exchange, have an opportunity to voice your opinions, to be heard, respectfully disagree. What's important to me in having any conversation is clarity over being right. I just want whatever you have to say to be clear to me so I can understand your position and you mine. So clarity over being right.
Everything that people say is like opinion based. Everything is like your opinion. It's what you believe in. And make sure you really analyze everything that's going on before you make any like quick just jumps to conclusions, any judgment calls, anything. It's just all about it's just all about being respectful.
Look at it from all angles and never judge a book by its cover. Listen first, understand.
I think everybody just needs to kind of just work together a little bit more. Stop seeing so many divides in people and just try to educate people and just try to just be more open-minded. Like, people get super angry when people aren't open-minded, but it takes a certain point to get there. So it's through education and talking and getting there. I mean, I know it's hard, but I think everybody just kind of needs to look at each other as one.
What can we gain from this? What kind of conversations? Like, have the hard conversations. We're just like so afraid to do that. And people have to go in like with that honest intention and like be ready to hear from other people. Like, probably gonna say some things that like I might not agree with, that feels awkward, uncomfortable, whatever to me, but like begin the conversation, right? That always leads to something that's better than where we started.
The way that our news media creates this sort of like talking heads, that like 4-part screen, and everybody's just like waiting, not even listening to the other person's point of view, but just waiting to jump down their throat. It's like Jerry Springer. And people just like fighting against each other and just tearing each other's heads off, and the more outlandish and the more abrasive and aggressive, the better.
Right.
And so there are conversations happening around these tough issues, but they're not happening in a context where anyone is really being heard.
Right on.
And it's like everybody's standing their ground and just there for the sole purpose of getting their point of view out at the expense of every other point of view. And when there's space for us to really hear where the other person is coming from with an open mind, with an open heart, to say, okay, let me put myself in your shoes for a moment, because I don't know what it's like to be you. And you don't know what it's like to be me. So rather than shaming the other and making the other wrong, like really opening into a space of like, I genuinely want to hear your point of view and your perspective. And give that room long enough to actually, okay, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way, because how could I? I'm not you. And then from there, some progress can actually begin.
That's fantastic.